Straight ahead after the break, we take you to Lake Powell, where a new marina and new houseboats allow you to enjoy America's most picturesque lake in a whole new way. The leisure portion of our sports and leisure broadcast. After the break, stay with us. Welcome back. If you haven't been to Lake Powell, or you haven't been there in the past 3 decades or so, some things have changed. While I was away, I had the chance to relive some childhood memories at a place where the scenery is both breathtaking and never-ending. And while the marina and the houseboats have changed, the landscape remains the same. On the border of Utah and Arizona is a lake beyond compare. Our trip to Lake Powell started out of Antelope Point Marina, just 4 years young.
Marina Village is designed with the Navajo influence. It looks like a hogan.
The village features a store and full-time restaurant and sits on the world's largest floating concrete platform.
It's the only restaurant on the water.
Service at the marina is high-end. They unload your car and drive you and your week's worth of necessities to your houseboat. You just step off the cart and start your vacation. Hey, have you got us lost yet? My family is vacationing with the family of an old fraternity brother, Bluto.
No, but the day is still young. It's only like 2. We should be lost by 4.
At the cove of your choice, the staffers from Antelope Point show up and anchor your boat. Is this guaranteed not to end up in the middle of the lake at 3 in the morning?
No guarantees at Lake Powell, but this method has been proven to hold about a 95-mile-an-hour wind.
Unlike the way my dad anchored the boat 30 years ago and Mom ended up alone on the houseboat floating away in a windstorm. On that topic, this is not your father's houseboat. Gone is the CB radio, in is GPS navigation. Out is the 8-track tape player, in is a widescreen TV, so your family can enjoy their favorite, most compelling, must-see TV. That was awesome. That was good TV. There were 7 TVs on our boat, not to mention an outdoor bar upstairs and a hot tub. I wonder what the poor saps back in the newsroom are doing today.
Hasta la vista, baby!
One thing that hasn't changed at Powell the past 30 years is its history.
They're eroded a little bit. They're, 1,200 years old.
The Moki Steps gave Native Americans a way in and out of deep canyons to get water. Steps of a different kind were used 130 years ago by miners. They needed them for their mules to navigate steep slopes.
Whoa!
And then there is the scenery.
In some ways, it's somewhat spiritual to me. I come up here, I just have a renewed sense of being of how small I am and just this creation that God made that, wow, it's just incredible.
Lake Powell is one picture postcard after the next. A window on your boat becomes a priceless painting. You think the most beautiful sight in the world is watching your daughter on a wakeboard, and then you take in what's behind her. Powell is a never-ending stream of massive geologic wonder, and with 1,900 miles of shoreline and ever-changing shadows during the day, you will never see it all. Like Rainbow Bridge, it is one of the natural wonders of the world. It really is, in my opinion, the ultimate boating vacation is Lake Powell. If you've never been there, it's worth a trip out.
And John, give yourself some credit. You shot all of that.
Well,
that was great.
Pretty good.
I got a new camera about 4 weeks ago, and I got to try this thing out. And
well, it's pretty good. I mean, really.
Well, thank you. I
beautiful
appreciate
stuff.
that. A lot of fun. And it used to have to book a houseboat over a year in advance.
Sure.
But with the fuel crunch, there's boats available. It's not too late to go this year.
Wow.
Just phenomenal.
I think it's time for a vacation now after that
I
story.
want to go back.
Yeah, I'm in the hot tub.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that to us, John.
You're
Thanks
welcome.
so much.
Great.
What happened?
Plus a new wakeboard that's loaded with fun, even if you don't have a boat. The story coming up next.
Since the All-Star break. Well, sports reporter John Howard just came back from a little family vacation on Lake Powell, and he had some stories to tell us, like a wakeboarding winch that he found at Antelope Point Marina. Apparently, it gives you the opportunity to be a boating enthusiast without actually owning a boat.
It's a pretty simple concept. Pull the cable out on a jet ski, start the engine, and get pulled back in on your water toy of choice.
It's really fun. Everybody that does it seems to love it a lot.
It's the Grinch winch, also known as a wakeboard winch.
Now, if I get my wife on the thing, does that mean I've got a wakeboard winch on the wakeboard winch? Is that how that works or not?
I believe so.
It does?
I do.
Okay.
Adam Dietrich prefers the hydrofoil, aka the air chair. He is a world champion and likes the three-dimensional aspect.
Water skiing and wakeboarding, you've got two directions, and then with the foil, I got 3 feet of travel that I can go up and down, side to side with, so it makes it a little different.
Getting back to the winch.
It's a winch made for small-time little creeks and ponds, but we've adapted it to our marina here.
It's a pull of about 600 feet, the length of 2 football fields.
Bring it on, I'm ready for the wicked winch of the West.
It's a different experience than behind a boat.
He isn't kidding. I fell flat on my face within about 3 seconds.
Doggone it.
But the second time was the charm, and I found the wakeboard winch was a cinch.
For young people, you don't have to turn the boat around and around and around. It works well that way, and then advanced guys can get up and practice tricks that they've been working on. And we have intentions to put some rails out here for the wake skaters as well.
So if you're in a pinch with no boat, no need to flinch. Just find the winch they call the Grinch, and you'll find wakeboarding is a cinch. At Antelope Point Marina, Lake Powell, John Howard, News 8.
Pretty cool, yes?
Very neat idea.
There is a proposal to put something similar to that at Santee Lakes. Not a gas-powered one, something very quiet, an electric motor one. You can check it out at santeelakes.com if you're interested.
Very
Pretty
cool.
neat.
Thank you.